In today's video, I wanted to do a mum's guide to eBaying random baby stuff that you don't need anymore. A few of my friends and family don't know how to use eBay. I use it all the time and absolutely love it, so I thought I'd do a quick guide to show you how it's done. Okay, so number one is you need to create your account. It's quite straightforward to do. Just head over to ebay.co.uk, create your account, and you'll also need a PayPal account which is linked to either a bank account or a credit card. Think about what you might want to buy on eBay. What kind of items might be popular, or people are quite often selling on these kind of mummy Facebook groups. So buggies, plastic walkers, expensive toys, car seat bases like Mamaroo rockers or jumperoos. I sold an awful lot of maternity clothing because it hardly gets worn. Or any designer clothing, so if you had gifts when baby was a newborn that was quite expensive but they've worn it once, or they've completely outgrown and you never got to use it at all, things like that sell well. Even baby grows or shoes or whatever, if they're quite an expensive brand, if it's Jules or Bowden or something, there's a really good resale value on those. But basically have a think about high value items that have a good resale value, things that you would maybe only use for a month or two and doesn't have very much use, so you can quite easily sell it on and it's still in a good condition. If you look after some of the items well, then they can sell for nearly as much as you paid for them. You've got to make sure it's worth it. So if it's something that's quite cheap that people could just go to the shop and buy themselves quite easily, they're probably not going to bother bidding on an item on eBay and then paying the postage costs or going to collect it. So make sure it's worth it first of all. PayPal take around 3 to 4% of the final value cost and eBay take 10%, I believe. So make sure that the item is worth enough so that you're going to get enough money at the end of it and you're not wasting a lot of time to get £2 or something. You will need to select a category for your item, so make sure you do it wisely. Make sure you choose the exact one that best matches your item. So for example, you can have, if it's baby clothes, you could have outfits and sets, or you could have coats or baby grows or whatever, but just make sure you choose the one that you would be looking in if you were shopping for that particular item. So you want to make sure that your eBay title in your description grabs the viewer's attention. So put in any popular keywords. So if it's brand new, you could use BN. If it's brand new with tags, you could use BNWT. Brand new in the box, BNIB. You get the idea. Put the brand in the title, colour, age, the size, and any other factors, so if it's good for holiday or swimming or Christmas or parties, but make it fun, inviting, descriptive, put as much in as you can. Basically you want to get all of your keywords in that title, so if someone's searching for that item, they find yours first. So make sure that your description is as descriptive as possible. Some people, I hate it when some people write sort of one line where it's from. You can put in the brand, the age, the type of fabric, etc. if it's clothing. But in the description, just go to town, like just write whatever you like. Just make it inviting, interesting. I always say where I got it from or how much I paid for it or what you could wear it to or where it's been used, anything, any kind of interesting feature of it. Anything to sell it really. Put, I don't know, how it feels, if it's larger size or smaller. So some brands, it could be an age 3 but it could actually fit a 4-year-old, or an age 3 and be more of an age 2, 2.5 size. If it's a toy, don't just say, oh, it's got lights and sounds, whatever. Describe them. I sold a Mamaroo rocker a year ago, a year ago, and you can sometimes go to John Lewis or a different website and look up their huge long description about the item and then kind of twist that in your own way and put that into your eBay description so that you're giving that viewer as much information as they need. If it's a buggy or something like that, dimensions, the weight, how it folds, the different features, what it's compatible with, so that they don't have to go and look elsewhere. They've got all the information they need up front on your listing. Remember, if you're listing more than one item at the same time, you can direct people to your other listings within your original listing. So for example, if you were selling 5 different toys or 5 different items of baby or child clothing in one listing for a particular dress, you might say, check out my other items because they're all girls and they're all age 3 clothing. So the people might want to buy some of the items too. And you can also combine postage costs. So if someone bought all 5 or 6 of your items, you're not going to charge them £2.80 individually to send them all as separate parcels. Also, go and check at the post office or just go on their website to check out the costs for the different weights and sizes of items. Generally, I think sort of a medium, small parcel or whatever is £2.90. Most things I tend to sell are £2.90, but if it's heavier or if it's larger dimensions, then just check that because you want to make sure you put the right postage costs in. Although eBay will give you an idea of the likely costs based on other people's listing of similar items. Make sure that if you are describing the condition, and there is a separate section for this, that you are as honest as possible, because there's no point saying it's in an excellent condition or it's like new and someone turns up to your house to have a look at the item and it's scratched and dirty and broken, because they're just not going to buy it. Or if you are posting it to them, they can really easily issue a claim and complain, and PayPal will most likely give them their money back and you will be left out of pocket because you've posted it, or you might have to pay to have it sent back to you or whatever. But basically, I find honesty is the best policy. If it's got a couple of scratches on it or it's reasonable wear and tear, just say that because people will expect that anyway. But just be open and honest and don't try and cover anything up because they'll find out. So photos then, you want to make sure you use the photo options to the full capacity. So if there is an option to add 8 pictures, add all 8. If you're taking them on your phone, I would edit them before I put them up so you can crop them if there's anything dodgy in the background, or make them brighter or increase the brilliance. Just make your pictures look as clear as you can and upload as many as you can, showing them from the item from different sides or while it's being used or something. I also include photos of the label, of the tags, if there's particular washing instructions. You get the idea. Lots of pictures, good quality pictures, natural lighting if you can. Also, if it's a toy, then it doesn't take very long to give it a quick clean. So if it's like a walker or something, go over it with anti-back wipes because it does show up in photos. If it's a buggy, just spend an hour cleaning the tyres, cleaning the handlebar, because it really does make such a difference, and you can tell in photos. It just looks like it hasn't been looked after very well and a bit grubby. So you will get more money for your item if it's really nice and sparkly clean in the photos. Consider your options in terms of the buying format. So the most popular one is just a normal auction. If you start the bidding lower, you're going to get more interest, but it does mean that potentially your item could sell for 99p. But most auctions do start at 99p or 1.99 or something quite low, and then just go up. You can put a reserve on your item, so if you really want nothing less than £30, put a reserve of 30 on, start it at £2, £3, £4, £5, and if it doesn't reach the £30, it won't sell. Equally, if it hits it and anything above, your quid's in. You can also add on a buy it now price. You can add that on, and it just means people can either bid in an auction style, but if they are happy to pay the price of £30, then they can just go for it straight away and they don't need to wait around for the auction to end. One thing that I took a few years to learn is make sure you list the item at the right time. So think about when you would be on eBay, at home, on your internet, shopping for some sort of baby good or whatever it might be. Normally, Sunday evenings are the best time to list at around 8 p.m. The listing is for 7 days normally. It will run and it will end from the time you put it up. So you want to be putting up your listings in the evening. It can be any evening of the week really, but kind of 8 p.m. is a good time because people are not too tired and going to bed, and they have come home from work and they've got time to concentrate and bid on the item. Make sure that you've actually got time to package up the item and sell it. There is a section for saying how long, the handling time, how long it's going to take you to post it. So when you start out on eBay, you're not going to have any positive feedback. The feedback system works in that every time you sell an item, the buyer can, they don't have to, but they can leave you positive or negative feedback. So the more positive feedback you have, the more trustworthy you are as a seller, and the more likely people are to buy from you in future and in fact bid more. There is a star system, so the more positive feedback you get, there are different colour stars as you go along. Also consider, if you are doing collection only, that you're essentially going to have a stranger come into your house, so you might want to make sure there's someone in the house with you. Equally, if you're going to someone's house to pick something up and you're a buyer, it might be worth just texting someone else the name and address of where you're going, just for safety purposes. If you are selling quite an expensive item, you might have a few messages from potential buyers as well, and they might offer you cash, they might make a lower offer, they might want to come and view the item first. So just check your emails and make sure that you are responding to people. If they are potentially spending, say, £800 on an item you're selling, then you need to put the work in and treat it as if you were selling a car or something. Remember, the payments are protected by PayPal if that's how it's processed. You might have someone return an item or complain, and PayPal may well, if they issue a claim, refund the buyer quite easily. I think it's weighted towards the buyer, so do everything that you can to make sure the item is in as good condition as possible, that it's described accurately, and that you have the best customer service, if you like, and you shouldn't be getting too many returns. I think eBay is a fantastic way of getting a bit of extra money, of selling items, reusing them, recycling. I hope you've enjoyed the video and that you have got something out of it. I hope it's helpful. So go away now and sell your first item on eBay. I want you to leave me a note in the comments below of what you sold or what you want to sell. Don't forget to like the video if you've enjoyed it, and please hit subscribe. I absolutely love all my subscribers. Thank you to everyone. I'm nearly at 200 when I'm making this video. I've got tons more videos coming up, so would love it if you join this community. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!